Ew, what stinks in here?
The Litterbox is the part of the show where I dig through the stupid news so that you don't have to. I only bring you back the very best of the stupid. And I want to get started in South Carolina, where a woman was arrested on Saturday for setting her boyfriend on fire. Oh yeah. Apparently the couple had been arguing at the gas station, and the husband went over, he put the nozzle into the car, and once he had the gas going, he walked up to his wife and tried to keep the conversation going. The only problem was that his wife was on the phone. So he grabbed the phone out of her hand, which is not a good move. I don't think it's a reason to set someone on fire, but also, you take my phone and I can't promise what's gonna happen to you. But he takes the phone, and she immediately grabs the nozzle out of the car and douses him with gasoline. And she says, "Give me back my phone or I'm gonna light you up." And he says, "You're not crazy enough to do anything like that." And before he could even finish his sentence, she struck a lighter and he was up in flames, baby. He went up so fast. He ended up getting burns on 58% of his body and has already needed at least 2 surgeries, possibly more down the road. So it was a very, very violent attack. She was charged with assault and battery, which, how is that not attempted murder? I mean, honestly, everyone's aware that if you douse someone in gasoline and set them on fire, it would probably kill them. That is intention enough for murder. Plus, she wanted her phone back, and that's motive. That's motive right there. Again, I don't know what I would do if someone took my phone and wouldn't give it back to me, but it wouldn't be pretty and you wouldn't like it very much. A dog trainer in New Zealand has been disqualified from racing after testing positive for drugs. Not the dog trainer, the dog. This is what ended up happening. Angela Turnwald, she had a dog named Zippin' Sarah. Zipping Sarah, or as they would say, Zippin' Sarah. Zippin' Sarah won first place at a race in Christchurch last November and scored a $4,000 prize. However, Angela was never given the prize money, due mostly to the fact that when they tested her dog's urine in a post-race analysis, they found that the dog had amphetamines in its system. She literally sent a meth dog out onto the racetrack. No wonder he took first place. He was feeling good, feeling great, honey, ready to take on the world. The investigators who were looking into the situation say that they aren't able to prove that she did any sort of intentional wrongdoing. Who knows how those amphetamines got into that dog's system? Maybe he grabbed her Adderall box and just went to town on it or something. Who knows? But they still say they needed to make an example out of her in case anything like this were to happen again. She was disqualified for 4 months from racing. And you know what? I don't blame Angela in this situation. I actually blame Zipping Sarah, because I had a dog named Sarah when I was a kid, and she was a terrorist. She was one of those wayward youth you see on Maury who's like, "I'm 14, I've had 9 babies, and I am ready to be a grown-up." And she just has a bad attitude, and she's running with the wrong crowd and doing drugs. This dog was horrible. She used to poop in my bed. She stunk, like her body stunk like she was decaying 10 years before she died. The thing that was the worst, the most emotionally damaging thing that happened because of Sarah, was when I would walk home from school and I'd open the door and she'd be there just giving it to one of my stuffed animals, just and just making direct eye contact like, yeah, stuffed tiger? I don't think so. This is my baby now. That dog was horrible. So, I'm not saying all dogs named Sarah are meth addicts who will ruin your life, but I haven't met a Sarah yet who wasn't on drugs and ruining someone's life. So, dogs named Sarah, you're on the list. I'm watching out for you. You're gonna go to the dog catcher immediately. I don't trust you anymore. And finally, a bomb squad in Germany was recently deployed after a jogger reported finding a grenade out on a running trail. So he calls it in, he's like, "Hey guys, there's definitely a grenade in a plastic bag. I can see a wire there. Like, this is a situation, you gotta come do something about it." And Bob Squad always takes things like this very seriously. So they sent the entire squad out, and they get up there and they look at it and they're like, I don't know. Upon closer examination, they discovered that the bomb, the grenade, was made out of rubber. And it had a USB charging cord. It was an adult toy. Police did a quick Google search to confirm these suspicions, and they found out that yes, indeed it was an adult novelty. And no, it did not pose any sort of danger to the citizens of Germany. I don't know why I'm throwing this out there, but I thought I might just mention it as well for some reason. When police looked at the bag, they said that the condition it was in suggested that it had been out there for a long time. So this wasn't even just like a new bomb. This is definitely something that other people have seen and they're like, ugh, gross, and just walked on by. Not a single community service, anybody out there in the orange jumpsuit gonna go picking that sort of thing up. They're like, nah, I'm gonna leave this for the bomb squad. Let's call in the heavy artillery. I ain't touching that. I don't care if I shoplifted from a Walmart. I am not touching that. There is no crime that warrants that sort of behavior. Me having to touch that, I did my time. 12 years of it in Azkaban, thank you. And that is the litter box.